Right, welcome to the videos on the two passages from Suetonius. He was a historian, a good friend of Pliny, who you know and love, and he wrote a famous biography of the 12 Caesars, the life of the Caesars, biographies of 12 emperors. And we're reading bits of the one on Caligula, which you can see in front of you. That's in two videos, and later the one on Nero. So he was writing around 100 AD, something like that, about events that happened in the century preceding his own time. So he's talking about Caligula here, and we begin by talking about how he fancied the greens. He was really into the green team in the circus, and favoured a particular charioteer, but also, and more interestingly, was very into one of the horses, as we shall see. So we begin by looking at this. That means green, as you can see. That's dative and agrees with factione, which is the team, or our word faction. So he so addicted, obsessed, and dedicated to the green team. That's why it's dative. So addicted and dedicated to the green team that he dined and hanged around, stayed continuously, regularly, in the stable. That's the first bit. So he was so addicted and dedicated to the green team that he was always hanging around and having dinner in the stable. He contulit means gave here. Okay, so he gave, and then the second dative, agitatori eutico, to the rider or driver, charioteer Eutychus, which means lucky in Greek. So he gave to the charioteer Eutychus commissatione quadam, at a certain party. That's that word quidam, but agreeing with this word here now. At a certain party, in gifts, in apophoretes, that's a Greek word with ph there, in gifts, vicies sestertium. Now, vicies means 20 times, and sestertium is 100,000 sesterces. So he gave to the charioteer Eutychus at a certain party in gifts 20 times 100,000 sesterces. I'll leave you mathematicians to work out how many that was, but it was a lot of money. The day before the circuses, predie means the day before, we go on to the horse now. So the day before the chariot racing, circenses, ne incitatus equus inquietaretur, lest, or in order that not, the horse called incitatus be disturbed, be unquieted, literally. Incitatus means urged on, or swift or rapid, the notes say. It means the one who's urged on. He was in the habit of enforcing silence in the neighbourhood by means of soldiers. So again, the day before the chariot races, so that the horse incitatus wouldn't be disturbed, he was in the habit of enforcing silence in the neighbourhood, in the vicinity we might say, by means of soldiers. So, first dative, he was really obsessed with the green party, the green team, that he kept hanging around where they were stabled. But he also gave, second dative, to this charioteer Eutychus loads of money. And then, even more weirdly, the day before the races, he made sure that there was no noise around where a particular horse was, in case he got disturbed. And now we learn about the more extreme lengths he'd go to show his support for this horse incitatus. So it's quite a complex list, this. It just shows by kind of build-up how much he did. So as you can see from the vocab at the bottom, he gave him a equile marmorium, a marble stable, a praesipe eburneum, a manger, that's where they eat, made of ivory, and purple clothes, and monilia, a collar made from precious stones, also a household and a house and a household of slaves and furniture, and even the rumour is that he was intending to give him the consulatum, the consulship, to make him one of the two rulers of Rome under himself. That's how mad Suetonius is wanting us to think Caligula was. So in more detail, to him, ae, that's that pronoun, this time in the dative case. To him, apart from or in addition to a marble stable and an ivory manger, and in addition to purple cloaks, and a collar made factor from gimmies, from jewels. So in addition to all those things, he gave to him, that's where that ae comes in, he gave to him a domum, a house, and a familiam, our word family, but it means a household of slaves here, and a superlectilem, and some furniture. Ut, with the result that, so that, this is the amazing bit, that guests, hospites, were elegantly welcomed, elegante acciperentur, nomine eius invitati, invited in his name. So they'd send out invitations as if coming from this horse, saying, come round to my house, have a party. And then the slaves would do a great party, and the horse would be the kind of host of the party. So that guests in his name, invited in his name, would be elegantly welcomed. Now, he is even said, he is even said to have planned or intended or destined for him, that's that word again, the consulship. So he is even said to have planned for him the consulship.